Morning, maths time. Right, couple of quick tips just before you get into your maths learning today. We're looking at finding more and less than a number. Find one more, find 10 more, find 100 more, whatever else. And I just thought I'd point out a really useful tip for you here. So I'm going to start off with this number. So we've got 30,200,100. So what do I need to do if I want to find one less? If I want to subtract 1 from that? I'm not going to do a formal calculation. We don't need to. I'm going to look at the number of ones that I've got. Now, when I say the number of ones, I don't mean my ones column. I mean my chunk of ones, okay? So remember, we broke our place value chart down into chunks, ones, thousands, millions. So if I look at the number of ones I've got in total in my ones chunk, I've got 100. Now, I know, and you know, that if you take 1 away from 100, you're going to have 99. We're not touching the other chunks. They're going to stay exactly the same. So I'm still going to have 30 million. I'm still going to have 200,000, but instead of 100 ones, I'm going to have 99, okay? Remember how important that 0 is. Otherwise, we end up with totally strange numbers. We need to say that last chunk has 99, and we know that's 9 tens and 9 ones, so we need a 0 to act as a placeholder in our hundreds column. Okay, that was an easy one. What about if I want to subtract 10,000? What if I want to find 10,000 less? Okay, I'm going to do exactly the same thing, I'll be honest. I'm going to look at the number of thousands I've got. Not just in my thousands column, but in my thousands chunk. And I've got 200. Well, if I take 10 away from 200, I've got 190, haven't I? Again, we all know that one. It makes it a lot less complicated. So I'm still going to have 30 million. But this, instead of having 200,000, I'm going to have 190,000. I haven't touched that, so I will still have 100. Okay, so I just want to make the point about thinking about your chunks of place value. Think of it as a whole rather than as individual columns, because that can actually complicate things a lot more. What if we're making numbers bigger? What if we're adding to numbers? Right, I am going to start off with 29 million. I'm not going to make it that easy. 898,799. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. So the first thing I want to do is I want to add 1. Again, no formal methods required. We then get into exchanging and, far too complicated. I'm going to look at my ones chunk, and I've got 799. 1 more than 799? You got it, 800. So I know I'm going to have 800 in my ones chunk. These haven't changed. I've got 29,898,800, and I wrote that in the wrong place. Right, I'm going to do the same. What if I want to add 10,000? Well, I've got 898,000 at the moment. If I add 10 to 898, I've got 908. So I've still got 29 million, but I've now got 908,000 because I've got 10 more. My 799 is not changing. The only time it's going to trip you up is if that was a 900. What would you have to do then? I'm going to leave that one for you to think about, okay? But don't think about the columns in isolation. Think about the chunks of values. And if you're going to tip this number into a 10, we can't have a 10 in a column. What's the impact on the next column? Okay, that's all it's about today. There is a missing number workout. It's not as tricky as they have been in the past, okay? So you can actually all have a go at that one, at least the beginning of it, okay? Good luck, have fun, back for more tomorrow. Bye.